Welcome.
Welcome.
10 minutes today.
Hoo-wee.
Your favorite Thrice Weekly show right here on YouTube. We come to you every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with a brand new topic of discussion. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, pop. Matej,
What's up?
what are we talking about today?
Today, we talk about Scotland.
Scotland?
Just off the coast of Scotland, they have created their first wind farm that is in deeper waters. So it's actually completely on the water. It's a wind farm, big wind turbines.
It's the first floating wind
Generates electricity. Now, the interesting thing about this is they've done it in waters that are too deep to use traditional current turbines, so the ones that just sit at the bottom of the water. And these wind turbines have been doing very well. They are producing electricity to 20,000 homes, which is fantastic. And they're doing a lot better than they anticipated it would do, actually. Now, my question to you, I guess not really a question, but do you think that this is sort of the next place we're going in regards to energy and taking up sort of all the open mass we have in the water? Because you think on the water it's always way windier, right, when you go down to the beach. So there's lots of wind on the water. It's not really used other than for like fishing and stuff. So as long as you separate them, I feel like they're not really in the way. And it's just using up a lot of the earth that we're not currently using. So do you think this is the way we should go? Do you have any suggestions?
Like, do I think wind on the ocean or wind in general is the way we should go?
I know you're a big nuclear fan.
Yeah, like instantly, no.
Why not?
What's
wrong with this?
Because this is like probably close to $1 billion project to power 20,000 homes.
Okay.
Build a nuclear plant for the same amount of money.
Yeah.
It's clean. Mm-hmm. It's completely renewable. It's fucking safe. Get that through your head.
Not safe. What if it explodes?
Is. Oh my God.
What if it explodes?
What if it explodes? Fukushima was built in the wrong spot. It was built on a fault line.
Well,
that's where you should be using wind and solar energy.
Well, guess what? Nothing's going to happen if a fucking wind turbine explodes.
No, you're right. That's why you put wind turbines, which are weaker, on fault lines. There's nothing wrong with wind and solar energy. I'm not against it.
Okay.
But, I
think it's super smart that they're using up the ocean.
It's completely intelligent.
Why not?
No, there's nothing wrong with using that space.
You're not going to build a nuclear reactor in the middle of the ocean.
Well, I would say that that's the best place to build it.
That might be true.
You have the water cooling right there. It's like, I'm not even getting into it.
Maybe we're onto something.
That's a different topic.
That might be part of this topic.
What?
You can get into it.
Building a nuclear power plant like in open ocean.
Yeah, take notes, guys.
The farther you are from where you're delivering your power to,
the more you're going to lose.
The weaker it is, right?
Yeah.
So, like, that's the big problem the Middle East is having with, like, a lot of the wealthier areas. Mm-hmm. They're powered by wind from the sea.
Okay.
That's, like, the area where it really got started. Mm-hmm. But they lose a lot because they're miles out there.
Yeah, by the time it gets back to
they actually lose a lot of the energy they create. Now, of course, it's clean energy, so it's not like we're burning coal and being like, oh, shit, like half of what we burn is wasted. But nonetheless...
Still want to be efficient.
Yeah, it's not the most efficient way to do it.
Okay.
But it still works.
So what's your suggestion? Nuclear power plants in cities around the world?
Yeah. I wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, Iran should be building nuclear power plants. No.
Why not?
Because I don't trust them with nuclear technology.
Fair. I guess you would need nuclear technology for that.
Same and like I don't want to be selling them uranium.
Fair.
And I mean, Canada has more uranium mines than any country in the world, and we can basically say who gets it and who doesn't. I would look at them and be like, you don't. I look at Russia and be like, here, buy our uranium. You're not going to kill us. The U.S. isn't going to do it because you'll just kill each other. Mm-hmm. Iran, North Korea, Iraq, these kind of places. It's like, no, you don't get to buy uranium.
So are there just no uranium mines in North Korea?
North Korea they're buying most of what they have through Germany and China.
Oh, okay.
But, like, they don't buy uranium I think they're using plutonium
Okay.
and then downgrading it or upgrading it. I don't remember. They're buying something else and changing adding adding electrons to it and shit to make it something else, blah blah blah, to get to where it's actual usable nuclear material.
Sure. So you don't think, regarding the wind farm, going back to this on the water, you don't think do you think, I'm not going to assume, having these along the coast around the world would be beneficial or not?
Would it be beneficial? Yeah. Okay. I'm not saying it's not beneficial. I'm just saying it's not the most effective thing you can be doing with your money.
Sure. But if it can power like the entire city that it's on the waterfront of,
yeah,
well, it's fine. Well, it would make sense to get one.
But you've got to realize that this is powering Scotland.
Sure.
This would not work this wouldn't power London. This wouldn't power Bangkok.
Why not?
This wouldn't power New York because they don't make that much power.
Fair.
Wind energy it's less powerful than solar.
Didn't Germany run?
Norway ran entirely on wind energy.
I thought Germany did
like
and they had
a day or two.
They had to pay their people back because
but that's a combination of wind and solar.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like in Scotland and the UK, you can't use solar energy. There's just too much cloud coverage.
Fair. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like here, everyone here is solar.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Well, because we have way more sun than most places.
Sure.
Most people don't even realize that. Even in the winter, even in the winter though, like we get so much sun. It's just that it's -40.
That's fair. Now, yeah, that's all I have about this actually.
I just want to say, stop being afraid of nuclear energy. Research it. If you're afraid of it, it's because you haven't researched it enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, investing in solar and wind is good, especially solar more than wind, because like we can genuinely propel like rockets using proper solar technology.
Yeah,
guided
more just
laser
about the
technology.
battery, right? To store that solar energy.
Yeah,
that's
so
what the biggest sort of hurdle is.
Yeah, exactly. And like even in cars, like a solar power car, they exist. They're just not strong enough yet, but they will be.
Yeah. Well, I've seen cars. I've seen cars.
You're not
going to
get nuclear powered cars anytime soon.
No. But I've seen solar powered cars that like
entirely solar powered.
No. So what it is like you drive using like a gas engine.
Yeah.
And then once you hit like X amount of
you're just
like
coasting,
speed, then it becomes like
solar. Yeah, it just keeps you going. It doesn't get you going.
Get this crazy idea. I had this idea. I don't know if it would work. So, a gas powered car or maybe solar powered car that gets you to a certain speed, and then you have like some sort of intake that spins something.
Those exist.
And then the
wind turbine.
Yeah, so it's like a wind turbine in your car. So like because you're moving so quickly, it spins that turbine.
A lot of solar powered cars have both. Yeah, solar powered cars have both.
Oh, well, I thought of it first.
No, you didn't.
I did. Well, nobody told me about it and I thought of it.
But like I said, wind energy is the lowest. It produces the lowest amount of energy.
Okay.
So that's why it's like solar energy. They use the heat, blah blah blah, to boil. Blah, blah, blah. It's complicated, but it's
not like that. But yes, it's complicated.
Well, no, they use the heat to create.
Nothing boils in a solar panel.
No, I know. I was thinking of geothermal energy.
Okay.
In Portugal, it's all they have is geothermal energy.
Sure, that we clear that one up.
But no, the energy created from solar panels is way stronger than that of a windmill.
Okay.
Because the magnets in a windmill can only spin
so fast,
as fast as it allows them to.
Yeah, that's
right?
fair. That's fair.
But anyways, that's all.
That's it.
That's all the time we have for today. Actually, we have 45 more seconds. But that's all we have to say today.
That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to like, share, follow,
subscribe,
comment, thumbs up,
thumbs down,
whatever you like.
And don't forget to come back every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for a brand new topic of discussion right here on YouTube.
Yep.
Hit the music.